Kamino Lost is the title of today's 16th episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch, airing on Disney+. Man, where did the time go? Seriously, it feels like the show just aired, right? Like it feels like the first 2 episodes just dropped. We were all raving about how amazing it was and looking at all the past characters and theorizing where the show was going to go, where it was going to take us, where we were going to end up by the end of it. And here we are, the finale, freaking episode 16. It just doesn't feel real. It's kind of crazy. It's been a wild ride. It's been a pretty fun journey. I think it's pretty safe to say that evaluating my thoughts when reviewing previous episodes of the show, it all came down to the fact that, yeah, overall, I enjoy the show. I think The Bad Batch is a fun show. I think it's a very good ride if you're a Star Wars fan, if you want a little more added to the universe, a little more lore, some fun adventures with these new characters. I think the show stands strong for that. Have I definitely had my gripes with the show? Yes. A block of episodes that I thought were amazing. There have been a block of episodes that I felt kind of rubbed me the wrong way, only because like it steered the show in a weird direction when I thought it was going another way. But again, that could just be me, I guess, predicting that the show would go one way when it was never promised. That being said, the show has been a roller coaster. Overall, as I said, I like the show. And when it comes to this finale, last week I praised the episode. It was one of the best ones of the season, if not the best one. I don't know, the emotion was there, everything hit. And when it comes to part 2 of the finale, for me, it unfortunately falls short. Yeah, I know. But hey, I gotta keep it real, okay? That's just how I felt. Watching it, I was like, really? This is the finale? I don't know. I guess I was just expecting more. I think part 1 just set the bar so high that I was expecting all of these crazy things to happen in this episode. And really, it's a solid episode. Like, just as an episode, it is a solid episode. But I think that the fact that this serves as the finale is what, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. As a finale, it doesn't work for me. As an episode, it does. Like, I mean, I've never talked about this, but Loki, Marvel Studios' Loki, to me, I felt like the episode before the finale would have served as a great finale, and the finale itself would have opened up as a good season 2 premiere. Like, that's how I feel about this. I feel like last week, it had all of the emotional beats, it had such a great cinematic ending, you know, left you on a cliffhanger, and it had all this music, and it was just great. And this episode, I would have much rather appreciated this being a season 2 opener than a season 1 finale, having to follow up after the greatness that was episode 15. And again, this opinion completely just stems from personal preference and personal feelings, I guess, and expectations that I set for myself going into this episode. Maybe stepping aside a few months later, revisiting this episode, I'll have a different feeling towards it. But as for right now, that's how I stand. We got some really good stuff with Crosshair and Omega. I think that they were the standout stars of the episode. The episode had a lot of good character moments, and as you guys could tell from my previous reviews, character moments like this are some of my favorite things that the show produces. So it's not like the finale didn't have anything to offer. It's definitely a solid episode, definitely brings forth a lot of great elements of the show that I've loved before. It's just the simple fact that this is supposed to end as a bookend for season 1 that didn't really do it for me, but that's it. Like, honestly, there's not much for me to talk about in this episode, and that's another thing that goes against it for me. It's a finale that I don't really think I can sink my teeth into as much as previous episodes. And again, it's just a personal thing. Maybe someone can make a 3-hour video essay on this. I personally don't have much to say. I mean, everything that I said about last week's episode could be applied here, just to a lesser extent. And that's just fine. It's okay. Like, I'm not hurt. This was just an entire episode just being one mission. Escape. That's it. And I guess it's just supposed to serve as one final time with these characters until next year when season 2 rolls around, obviously. And yeah, that's season 1 of Star Wars The Bad Batch. I really feel that the premiere of the show, for me, kind of led me down the road of thinking that the show is going to be something else other than what it ended up being. And that's okay. You know, maybe I just misread the signs. But at the end of the day, the show sought out to do what it always wanted to, what it always chose to do. And with all of the episodes out, looking back from the beginning to the finale and seeing the entire roadmap, I don't get it. But hey, it's cool that the creators and everyone that had what they wanted to do, they were able to do it. Even though I don't clearly understand it, that doesn't inherently make it a bad thing. I was hoping I would be able to do some 10-15 minute discussion about this finale, because I really thought they were going to give me some very strong talking points, but since there's not much, Batch, yeah, this review is going to be on the shorter end, unfortunately. And that's just because I don't have many talking points. I don't want to fluff this video up and just pad it for the sake of making it longer if I really don't have much to say on it. These videos have been a journey just as much as watching the show. I had some pretty big hardships while trying to get these videos out. Nothing too crazy or anything, but I mean like hiccups in trying to get videos out on time, making some while I was sick, recording delays, and all of that stuff just to make sure that I get these videos out every Friday for you guys. And I followed it all the way to the end of the season, just like I said I would. I had fun talking to the people that tuned in and watched these videos. And with this coming to an end, I just want to say here, I do not think that I will be returning next season to review the show every week. It was a nice little challenge for me to do for season 1, but I don't think this is something that I want to continue for future seasons or for any other show. I will still be watching, but I think instead, if I do ever talk about the show again on the channel, I'll just review season 2 when it's over. Like, I'll talk about all of the episodes in one video. Throughout the season, I've learned there are just some episodes that I don't have much to say on, and today is living proof of that. And because of that, when there are weeks that I just don't have much to talk about, I don't want that to be a waste of a week or something else that I could put more energy into and that I can actually talk about. So in order to avoid that moving forward, season 2, if I do talk about it, will just be one video at the end of the season, or I just won't talk about it at all, but I'll still watch the show. And since that's the case, I just want to give one last thank you to everyone that worked on Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 1. All of you guys who tune into these reviews every single week and gave me a chance. I enjoyed my time here. I had so much fun doing this for you guys, through the ups and the downs. Thank you for this. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Now the floor is open to you. Get down in the comments below. What was your favorite episode of the season? Who is your favorite character? What did you think of today's finale of Star Wars The Bad Batch? It's been real, you guys. I've been Geekly. You've been awesome. May the Force be with you.